Welcome to Vet Chalk. Exposing how veterans get screwed. By Eric Lee Hughes, accredited claims agent. The Bonus Army and the Knife in the Back. April 6, 1917. Congress declares war on Germany. The war to end all wars leaves 205,690 U.S. servicemen wounded. Almost all would apply for benefits. The VA was already paying benefits for the Revolutionary War, the War of 1812, the Civil War, the Spanish-American War, and various other wars. The economy was booming. Tax revenues were high. So what is another 205,690 wounded veterans? Let's treat them better than our prior vets. Congress decided to give every World War I serviceman a bonus. The World War Adjusted Compensation Act of 1924 was passed. Veterans were given certificates they could redeem for money at a later date. In total, 4 million veterans were eligible. October 29, 1929, the party ended. Between 1929 and 1932, worldwide gross domestic production fell 15%. That is 15% worse than the recession of 2008 to 2009. And veterans are expensive. People stopped working, Congress was hemorrhaging money, homeless camps called Hoovervilles cropped up everywhere. Then homeless veterans had a great idea. Demand Congress pay on those bonus certificates early. 43,000 veterans and their families marched on Washington, D.C. and stay. Congress refused to pay. On July 28, 1932, police tried to remove the veterans from their camp. 2 veterans died. Then President Hoover ordered the Army to remove the veterans. The Army fixed bayonets, used tear gas, and brought 6 tanks for good measure. 135 veterans were arrested, 55 injured, 1 wife miscarried, and a 12-week-old Bernard Myers was killed. Hoover lost in a landslide. Franklin Roosevelt championed the cause of the veterans and others suffering in the Depression. He was elected the 32nd president and took office the following January. The 73rd Congress took up veterans' claims right away. The Economy Act of 1933 was signed March 20, 1933. It set forth a new veterans scheme. And that was the dagger in the back. All decisions rendered by the Administrator of Veterans Affairs under the provisions of this title, or the regulations issued pursuant thereto, shall be final and conclusive on all questions of law or fact, and no other official or court of the United States shall have jurisdiction to review by mandamus or otherwise any such decision. I wonder what that means. It means VA could do whatever it wanted, and nobody could do anything about it. The VA could lie, cheat, steal, and even fabricate evidence against a veteran, and the veteran had no recourse. Even the U.S. Supreme Court was powerless to stop VA. How did that happen? The leaders of the Hooverville protests and the Bonus Army became the modern-day veteran service organizations. Congress officially recognized them with special federal charters and gave them political influence within Washington. In exchange, the VSOs bargained away the right of every veteran to have their day in court. The VSOs promised to help veterans file for benefits by cooperating with VA. But what if cooperating with VA results in my claim being denied? Sorry. No court for you. Courts don't have jurisdiction over suits against VSO. To find out what happened next, tune into the next episode of Vet Chalk. Exposing how veterans get screwed.